Well, howdy, folks. I'm Fuzzy D, and this is Fuzzy Road to Health. So, just a short video today. It's Thursday, May 23rd, 2024. Basically, I just want to give you a little quick kind of state of the union, so to speak. Last Friday, I finished up my my hardcore leadership training. That was 4 months leadership training. That was absolutely a fantastic experience. Learned some amazing things. Definitely changed how I see the world, how I react to things, and it was the next level I was looking for my road to healing. And I think it was an incredible experience. I learned so much. And, I one of the most valuable lessons I learned was about setting intentions and declaring what you want to do and then just making it happen. And the mechanics seem to take care of themselves. What I've discovered is that this works for both good and bad. So if you're declaring and talking about bad things happening, then you're actually bringing them about. And the same thing goes for good things. So, about 3 months ago, I made an intention of going down to KetoCon 2024 in Austin, Texas. And I had a few hiccups working out paying for it. But, I declared the intention. I had to renegotiate a couple of times because I was going to do something else as well. But here we go. I'm leaving on Sunday. My funding came through on Monday, and thank you so much to the person who helped me out on this. And, it wasn't a gift. It's basically a partial payment for work done and an advance on work I'm going to do. And that's enabling me to go and really talk to some major people in the carnivore community. It's a low carb conference, but, a lot of the big names from the carnivore community are going to be there. Some of the big YouTubers, I'm pretty sure Dr. Barry and Dr. Chafee and Dr. Baker are going to be there. I think Dr. Boz might be there as well. And many others, and of course researchers and other influencers are going to be there, and a bunch of manufacturers, so I can check out some carnivore products. And I'm actually going down a few days early because the conference actually doesn't start until May 31st and runs till June 2nd. But I'm flying down on Sunday, which is May 26th. And I'm going to be spending a little time meeting face-to-face some of the people from my leadership training. And they're absolutely wonderful group of people. And one of them has actually stepped up and is going to pick me up at the airport and drop my stuff at the hotel. And then he's taking me out to Texas barbecue. So I'm going to have a great carnivore feast. I don't remember the name of the place we're going to. It's not Franklin's. Franklin's is usually sold out and closed by the time I would get there. It's another place that's very good, very well known, and we'll be checking that out. I'm going to be getting there at about 4:20 in the afternoon, so should be plenty of time to get my stuff dropped off and get over there and have a great feast. So for any of you who see this that are going down there, look for me, and we'll get together and have a chat and just see how we're all doing in the world. So look forward to seeing you there. I've been increasing the distance on my walks, so I get out usually 3 times a week, unless I'm just too busy doing stuff. And I usually get somewhere between 2 kilometers and 2.4 kilometers on my walk. Had to go buy some new shoes because the ones I had were hurting my feet on the longer walks. So these new shoes cost me dearly to get a good pair of cross trainers, but they do the job nicely. And I'm able to get my exercise in. And today I'm finishing up a 3-day sardine fast. So nothing but sardines. I'm actually trying something a little different. I'm frying them in butter. Just get them nice and crispy, and then just put a little sprinkle of lime juice on, and it completely changes the taste. And that seems to be working pretty good. I'm down about 6 pounds. So the idea of a sardine fast is eat nothing but sardines for at least 3 days. You can go longer. And it's because of the particular nutrients found in sardines. Now, these need to be whole sardines packed in water. And basically, they've got some nutrients at levels that most other meat that we eat don't have. And it's good for resetting your metabolism and, breaking insulin resistance. A lot of people use it for that. Dr. Boz on YouTube has quite a few great videos on this subject. So I'm giving that a try. I've done it once before, and it seemed to help for a while. So I had actually started a while back, and then I got the flu, so I had to stop for a while. But finishing that up today, and I've just been out doing, getting a haircut and doing some shopping. I haven't flown commercially for about 37 years, so things are a lot different. So I've had to go out and, get little clear plastic bottles, 100 mils or smaller, and all that kind of nonsense. So just been looking after that. I got my passport in on the 15th, so about a week ago, a little over a week ago, and definitely didn't come in any too soon. So that was a bit of a process. When I first applied for it, it got rejected because I've got an old, kind of rough-looking birth certificate. So they wanted to actually see the original themselves, so I had to go to the local office here because I had mailed it in. And I didn't even know we had a local office to go to. So I went and did that, and got it put through and got my passport. So first passport I've had since I was like 17. So but I'm pretty excited for the trip. I actually did find a carnivore food that I can take on the plane across the border from a local butcher shop. It's called Farmer Sausage. So it's just beef, pork, salt, and water, and that's it. So I'm pretty happy about that. Otherwise, I was going to make some homemade hamburger pemmican or something like that. But yeah, so just got most of the stuff organized and packed up. My plane tickets are bought. My hotel is booked. Got my ticket for KetoCon, and I'm pretty excited to be going. Nice short haircut because it's going to be Celsius. It's going to be like in the mid 30s to high 30s while I'm down there, or like 93 to 98 degrees for the 9 days I'm going to be there. So it's definitely going to be a little different for me. With all the autoimmune stuff I used to suffer from, I used to get really deathly sick in the heat. So this will be an interesting change for me. The last time I was down in that kind of heat, I was 12 years old. I was down in Provo, Utah, and it actually was making me black out. So I would leave a building, hit the heat, and then I'd black out and come to laying on the grass like a mile away. I have no idea what happened. But I'm not too concerned. I'm not used to heat, so it's not going to be that comfortable. But my autoimmune disease, except for the eczema, is all in full remission. So I think I'm going to be fine. And I've spent some time out in the sun. I spent a couple hours out in the sun. I guess about a month ago now, helping out with they were raising some money for the local animal rescue here. So I noticed, normally I used to burn in about 10 minutes in the sun, and I was out there for 2 or 3 hours off and on, and nothing. Didn't even get a tan out of it. So yeah, the advantages of this carnivore diet are just amazing. And I want to take a moment and give a shout out to my buddy Dwayne. You know who you are. I spent some time living with him and his parents, who were my godparents, when I was younger. And he's on the carnivore diet, and he's been getting some great results with it. So just wanted to give him a shout out and say hi. And I guess we'll see you guys when I get back. Although I am going to be doing some recording while I'm down there. I'm going to be doing some vlogs about what I'm doing and what I'm seeing. And if I'm really lucky, I might even get to interview a couple of doctors or other influencers in the carnivore community. So one other quick thing I wanted to do is, I don't know if you're aware that I built out a pretty big website with a ton of information that you might find valuable. So let me just show you the domain here. So it's just fuzzyroadtohealth.com. And let me give you a quick view of that. So here we've got the home page, and got a bit of an introduction and kind of what my mission is. There's some frequently asked questions with answers. So you just pop down the little arrow here and it gives you the actual details on it. So I cover a lot of the immune diseases I suffer from, as well as some other things, and a little bit about some of the successes I've had with coaching. And then I've got some pages on nutrition in regards to autoimmune, just like a general overview, and some videos. And I've got I've got some natural remedies on here. So I've got a couple different recipes for electrolytes. One, there's like the basic recipe that I use, and then with the help of some friends that have some other issues that they needed help with, we developed a new recipe that's got some higher levels of some of the other ingredients. So if you have a lot of problems with cramping or restless legs or trying to sleep, this would be a big help. And I've got a formula in here for doing your own homemade parasite cleanse. And I've also got the formula I use for treating my thyroid, which works very well. And I finally have my triglycerides under control as well. So I think I just about broke my family doctor. He keeps trying to find reasons to put me on medications, and I keep successfully treating them with natural supplements, and it's just kind of blowing his mind. But yeah, so my thyroid was in terrible shape, and I'm treating that as well. And some things that I use for cold and flu that work very well. And now, because if you've seen my video on it, I've had some. Well, I have some ongoing issues with all my hanging skin from my extreme weight loss, and where the skin folds over, I tend to get these fungal and bacterial infections. And I used to get prescriptions from the doctor, and they just stopped working after a while, and then they even started making them worse when I used them. So I developed my own formula that works better than any prescription I've ever tried. So it's really easy to make. You just put the ingredients that's listed in here, you stir it up really good, and then you let it sit for about 8 hours, and it thickens up to like a thick paste. And I just apply with like a little cotton makeup thing that my wife uses. Here, I've got some here. So these are just little pads, and they work really well. Now I used to use Bragg's vinegar, but Bragg's got bought out, and they started diluting their vinegar, and maybe they've made some other changes, I don't know, but it just doesn't work like it used to, and it doesn't thicken properly anymore. So I've switched to this brand of vinegar here. But basically, just find yourself a really good quality vinegar that's not pasteurized, that still has the mother, and is not filtered. So it needs to be an unfiltered apple cider vinegar. And then I mix that with Melaleuca Renew, which is an intensive skin therapy cream or lotion. And you don't have to use that one. You could use any good quality one. Um, so, just a good quality intensive skin therapy lotion of some kind. And then I add, depending on how strong I need it, I might add 15 to 30 drops of, in my case, I use Melaleuca oil, but it's basically tea tree oil. So you can use any brand of tea tree oil as long as it's pure. And it works absolutely excellent. And I got a little bit of information here on the sardine fast that today's my third day. So you can do it for like a week. Some people do that. So I'm just doing it for 3 days. And I've also got some information on food nutrients. So I've got some charts here that has all kinds of great information. It breaks all the meat down into all these different categories and gives you all the nutrient information. And also information about cooking and cooking times and that kind of thing. So I thought people might find that interesting and useful. And then I've got some common carnivore mistakes that kill results. So basically food myths, and same type of pop down lists. There's the title and then the actual information. In this case, it's the myth and then the actual facts when you open it up. And got some stuff on understanding and managing physical pain. I'm going to be doing some videos on that. I know I've promised them for a while, but I got so busy with this other stuff, I just didn't have time to do it. And I was learning new techniques. So now I'm once I get back from KetoCon, I'll be doing those videos. And got some stuff here on emotional trauma. And we've got some health resources. So I've got a bunch of research papers. So I've got the title and then a little summary and then a link to the actual research paper. So there's a bunch of them here. And then I've also got a whole ton of books, different books on health. Now I've read a couple of these. Lies My Doctor Told Me by Dr. Barry. I've read that. Excellent, excellent book. And Carnivore Diet by Dr. Sean Baker. I've read that. And that's a really good book. And there's one down at the bottom here that I'm reading now. Let's see if I can find it. I can't remember the name of the book off the top of my head right now. Maybe I didn't put it on the list yet. And there's some articles listed in here as well. So, and then I've got a little bit about my story, my healing journey. And this is me back when I was about 500 pounds and stuck in a wheelchair. This is before I was completely bedridden for most of the time. I was still kind of bedridden at this point, but I could, with help, I could get up and around a little bit for short periods of time, and a little bit of my weight loss journey. And got some information on my one-on-one coaching. Now this is something that I am, I'm in a position where I need to start making this pay. I've got a goal of being able to get off of my disability once I heal up from my upcoming surgeries. So, that's part of the reason I'm going down to KetoCon, is to help further develop my course material so I can start putting on actual seminars, both online and in person. And I'm also offering coaching. I do like an initial consultation just to see if we're a match for free. And then I charge for one-on-one coaching after that. But as you can see, I've got a ton of information on the website. And of course, you're seeing this on my YouTube channel. So I've got lots of good stuff there. So this is just for the people that really need some extra help along the way. And don't have any particular events that I've got scheduled at this point. And I do have a little bit of merch available if you're interested. I designed this t-shirt, so that's available on like a t-shirt and a sweatshirt and a hoodie and like a tank top.
So I've got some different stuff and a couple different designs for cups and phone covers. I'm only showing a couple here, but you can get more than this. So check that out. And then I've got some contact information, and that's about it. So took some time to build out this website, but I'm pretty happy with it. And one day when I get the time and I'm making a little money, I'm going to redo it. It'll have the same information, but I'll redo it, kind of modern, fancy style. But right now, this is just, like a free website with Google Sites. So I guess that's it for today. And we'll see you guys while I'm on the road. We'll talk to you later.